Welcome to Balancing Act. Thanks for taking part in this exciting new initiative. This short video will give you a quick tour of the tool so you'll be able to dive right in. The goal of the Balancing Act initiative is twofold. First, 2018 is going to be a difficult financial year for the county. County Executive Chris Abele will begin crafting his proposed 2018 budget in August and wants to hear from you, Milwaukee County residents, on your priorities for spending the county's limited resources. Second, we hope that participating in the Balancing Act initiative will help you learn about the challenges the county faces, as well as the wide variety of services we support. Let's get started. The first thing you should notice when you enter Balancing Act is the red deficit bar at the top of the screen. The bar defaults the county's estimated deficit for 2018, about $42 million. That's the increased amount that we estimate it will cost the county to provide the exact same services as this year. The goal of the activity is to eliminate that deficit. Below the deficit bar, the page is broken up into 3 different sections. First, the donut chart gives a visual representation of the pieces of the county's budget. If you hover your mouse over the pieces of the chart, you will see the service area's current budget. As you adjust the budgets of these service areas, the chart pieces will change accordingly. If you are doing this activity on your smartphone, you won't see the donut chart. Next, on the left, under the chart, you will see a column of drop-down menus under the heading Where the Money Comes From. These options allow you to make decisions on how to fund the county's services. You can raise or lower taxes and fees, put more or less money into reserves, all within the county's real-world legal restraints. Let's expand one of the drop-downs. The first one is the county's vehicle registration fee, which pays for transportation projects and services. The option bubble defaults to the status quo, in this case, the current fee's current level. You can choose to eliminate the fee. Notice the deficit bar has now increased. You can choose to raise the fee, which decreases the deficit and moves the red deficit bar closer to balanced. To the right of the chart, there is another column of drop-down menus entitled Spending. These options cover all of the county's service areas. Let's take transportation as an example. Open the drop-down menu and you will see a question in which you can choose to maintain, increase, or decrease bus service. Increasing service also increases your deficit, while decreasing service shrinks it. There are also little blue eye bubbles next to many options and questions. Clicking on those buttons gives you more background information on the service you're evaluating, as well as possible consequences of your decisions. For example, the information bubble next to the fixed route header contains data on ridership and staffing levels of the Milwaukee County Transit System. You can leave comments on every question by clicking the comment button in orange and clicking Save. In the end, your goal is to submit a balanced budget to the county. When you've eliminated the deficit, the red bar at the top of the page will turn green, showing a checkmark in the middle and proclaiming that you are balanced. All there is left to do is submit your budget. There's a brief questionnaire which will pop up after you click Submit. Only 2 questions are required: your zip code and what do you see as the single biggest issue facing the county over the next several years. If you're willing, we would love for you to leave your email address as well so we can keep in touch with you about the progress of this initiative and throughout the budget creation process. Thank you again for participating in Balancing Act. Our last ask of you is to tell your friends.